Oh, man, you're Brandon Harris with Union Elite, right?
Yeah, that's me.
Man, what's good? I'm MP.
Right, you that Vermont dude. Yeah, I heard you passed up on the chance to play with us.
Oh, man, y'all just got so much talent, especially with you, bro. High Flyers is just more my style of ball.
Or what style is that? Sloppy? Undisciplined?
I don't know about all that. You know, if we're so sloppy, why do we keep winning?
You haven't played us yet.
Right, which means you ain't beat us yet, Brandon.
You haven't watched my tapes yet, have you?
No, I've seen a little. You aight. It's just, I'm better. But don't stress yourself out about that. You'll find out why in a second.
WCBL action coming your way right here on 2K Sports. Good evening, everyone, and welcome in. I'm Joe Lamy alongside Danny Hogger and Drake Hugo. We've got the Union Elite against the High Flyers in a showdown.
Well, both of these teams have had a strong showing this season, and I'm looking forward to seeing the stars of their respective teams, MP and Brandon Harris.
And for the High Flyers, MP and Mills leading the way. Not only can they both play, but they've got some great personality there as well.
Something about both of them just oozes star power. Then none of that will matter once they get on the court. They'll have to let their game do the talking tonight. Well, the drama setting the scene for tonight's game, it's MP going up against the team he didn't pick when he joined the club circuit.
Well, in that tight, with that much of a height advantage, there's not a lot the D can do to stop that shot.
Coach Weber and Coach Troy both thought MP was destined for their rosters.
Well, look, he couldn't play for both of them, so at the end of the day, he had to make a business decision. No animosity, but I'm sure this team would like to prove to MP that he made the wrong choice.
And taking the floor for Union Elite, it'll be Loon Diaz running the show from the point. Mitch Mitchell's at the off guard. Wing roll, and the always dangerous Brandon Harris at power forward. Finally, Drew Robert holding down the center spot. And for the High Flyers, we have Devontae Mills and MP manning the backcourt, Nathan O'Neal and Ben Gove up front alongside Liam Callahan.
An improving aspect of O'Neal's game. So we have a second to talk about his playmaking, because right there he just made the right play, and he knows that that's important for his team.
And the star for this Union Elite team is Brandon Harris, a fantastic big man who can score from anywhere.
Harris is one of the most efficient and focused players you'll find on the court. And it's funny, I actually think MP would have complemented Harris's game perfectly if MP had chosen Union Elite.
Solid passing skills on display from Devontae Mills. Any scout wants to know that a league player is aware of his surroundings. Mills looking to check off some of those boxes here tonight.
Now here's Diaz. Kicks it to Mitchell. Outside, Harris. 6 on the shot clock. Three-pointer, Bird. MP grabs the miss. Here's the High Flyers. He makes another one. That's number 4 for him. He's now 4 for 4.
A prolific offensive game. He's a ton of fun to watch.
And as we've mentioned earlier, a bit of a vendetta of sorts against MP in this one, albeit it's in good spirits. But in games like this, tensions can run high, especially early on.
And hopefully no one's trying to make a point and let it get out of hand here. Emotions might be elevated, but prove your point on the court with your play.
We often talk about bigs that you can rely on down in the paint, and Harris is always somebody in our conversation. Sweet feed. Call me old school, but teams don't hammer it inside enough anymore.
Now here's Diaz. Pass to Harris. Back to Diaz. That one falls, coming off a nice assist from Harris.
Nice find by Diaz on the arc. A good opportunity for him to hit a strong three.
Basket, good.
He plays an essential role by getting his guys to their shots.
It's such a nice advantage having an unselfish player like him with a high basketball IQ, always providing for his teammates.
Now here's Harris. He's got 5. Bird outside. Diaz. The pick from Harris. For 3, it's Mitchell. And Callahan pulls it down. And over the course of this WCBL season, we've seen some great growth from MP.
Indeed, there's been a level of maturity that's come along with his game, not only with his footwork and his basketball IQ, but with how he really carries himself.
And Diaz. Pass now to Harris. Diaz. Back to Harris. Goes right through for bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Well, we know that Harris is a skilled finisher. He's got plenty of toughness to go along with that.
The high fly is leading. MP inside. Guarded by Mitchell. It's MP missing. Outside Diaz. To the middle. A nice shot from Harris.
What a smart use of the height mismatch. He goes right over the defender and lays it in.
Here's MP. Good. And that assist goes to Mills.
He's looked very comfortable all game, and he's made the most of his chances.
Union Elite with the ball. Harris sets the pick. From 17 feet out, the high fly has grabbed the miss. And as always, this is a game that will feature a crowd full of scouts.
Well, to no one's surprise, MP has certainly turned some heads with his play this season. But I imagine they're also here to check out Mills and Harris.
Pass to Harris. Diaz. Bird outside. Diaz. Back to Bird. Shoots a 3. And Callahan pulls it down. MP with the look. And MP throws it down.
How about the pass from the big man, Callahan?
Union Elite trailing here. Outside Diaz. Now Harris. Nice D from Leon Callahan. Here's MP. And MP throws it down.
And you can feel them picking up steam now.
Really falling into a nice rhythm as they add to their lead.
And you look at both of these teams, some great depth out there.
And with the amount of games that can be played in such a short period, depth is key for these teams. No surprise to see these rosters have the success they've had.
Now MP. And the high fly is tack on 2 more.
Since the start of this game, they've been focused on good offensive positioning and finding quality shots.
I'm looking at the team field goal percentages side by side here. It's clear who's playing better basketball this half.
And Union Elite has possession. 11-point game. And he's going for the alley-oop. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
I like the decision making there for Bird. Well done.
Here's MP. There's the rejection. And that one's out of bounds. The High Flyers will retain possession here. Union Elite on D. And that one's good from MP. And as we've watched all of these players over the course of the season, you can see what they've really added to their individual games.
Well, the focus for each of these teams, Joe, is to try and get the most out of each one of these players. They've all improved for sure, and some more than others, but I'm extremely impressed with the strides that MP has made.
Mitchell under control nicely for the basket.
MP, and MP throws it down.
Reversed at home? That was pretty.
The agility on display.
Totally. Power and grace that had it all.
Now Harris, 9 points in this one. The High Flyers grab the miss. And here they come. Here's MP. And the dunk by MP.
Nice pass there. Good job to get it out quick.
Mitchell with it.
2 minutes
Pass
remaining.
now to Harris. MP grabs the miss. And even though a lot of these players are competing against each other, odds are at some point they'll be teammates down the line.
Yeah, that's true, and it could be in the NBA or any number of leagues overseas. The fact is, not everyone's going to make it, but those who do will know each other from their experience here.
Now here's Mitchell. Pass to Harris. Here's Kolish. Shot clock at 6. Good D that time by Jason Brock. MP with it. Harris comes over to pick him up. From deep, it's MP. Here's O'Neal. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Great awareness. Grabbing the loose ball and putting it back. Heads up play by O'Neal. I like it.
Union Elite with the ball. They trail by 18. For 3, it's Mitchell. Pure from three-point range.
And this is where you have to talk. Defensively, guys, that was just too easy.
It's MP missing. And it's stolen by MP. And the dunk by MP.
That's a display of great defense turning into easy offense.
Yeah, what a nice string of events.
Hey, it's a little something for everybody.
1 second separates the shot clock and the game clock here. Now Harris. He's covered by Gov. Harris' shot is off. Outside MP. And the High Flyers tack on 2 more. And so we got a pretty lopsided affair through the first half. High Flyers out in front, up 19. And we'll return right after this break. Welcome back for the second half as MP leads the High Flyers against Brandon Harris and the Union Elite. And it's High Flyers with the ball. 19-point lead, which is the biggest of the game. You watch games like this one, guys, you see the skill and the talent that the up-and-coming players have today. It's quite impressive.
No question about it. Basketball is in good hands for future generations because what kids like this do on the court at such an early stage of their development, really, it's miles ahead of where we were just a few decades ago.
Now MP. And it's Bird with the board. Mitchell with it, now guarded by MP. Back to Mitchell. That's tipped. And it's stolen by MP. Goes up, and MP throws it down.
A nice 1-2 punch there, guys. Great defensive play, and then great bucket in transition.
That's how to play aggressive, attacking style of basketball.
Now here's Diaz. MP with the steal. Pulls it from 20. And it's good off the back of the rim and in.
He's the leading scorer in the game and has been the dominant figure today, no doubt.
Inside. And it's Harris slamming it home. It doesn't take a lifelong scout to understand why Harris is a blue chip prospect. He has the ability to get it done on offense.
And what is so great about Harris is that he can attack the rim from multiple levels. That's almost required for primary option big men these days, and Harris is a perfect fit for that kind of role.
Now here's Mitchell. He's got 5, and the shot goes down.
It's so easy to see why Harris is so highly regarded. He can get the orange in the hoop.
MP with it. Guarded now by Diaz. Goes up on the baseline. Here's Callahan. And a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket.
24.
And a heads-up play there to read the bounce and capitalize on that second opportunity.
Finds Bird. And it's rebounded by O'Neal. Now the High Flyers with it. And here's Mills from outside. Nails it from 3.
We see Mills reloading his teammates often in games, but here, fired away.
And Union Elite has possession. Now here's Harris. Back to Diaz. Kicks it to Mitchell. The High Flyers grab the miss.
When you get that kind of look from the defense, you have to let it fly.
And now we're seeing them find their groove on offense in this half.
They've been the much more efficient team, chugging along nicely right now.
And as great as a player as Harris is, he simply hasn't had the same impact as MP tonight, guys.
Oh, definitely. And we've seen what has set MP apart from the other stars in the WCBL. When things are falling for him, look out. He's just at another level.
Sends it home from three-point land.
If they're going to be successful, they need his scoring. And they've certainly gotten it today. And then some.
To the left wing. Pass to Robert. Back to Diaz. Five on the clock. High arcing shot. Nice D from Leon Callahan. And here are the High Flyers now. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. And the bucket counts, and he is on his way to the line to try to make it a 3-point play. It's going to be MP shooting here. That's on Lune Diaz. So both teams changing it up here. Here's Walker. Pass to Diaz. Walker.
Who's watching him?
Back to Diaz. MP with the block. Scores after the quick crossover.
When he breaks out the crossover, you can be sure he's going to leave somebody in his wake.
Back to Kolish. Here's Walker, covered by Mills. MP with the look. Good.
Get another bucket and tight for him. That's how he's earning his points today.
Here's Walker.
You got him.
Diaz. And once again, off the mark from Union Elite. Here's MP. And MP throws it down.
And it hasn't just been one facet that helps them build the lead. They've been terrific all around.
It has been a complete performance, and the effort level's been fantastic too.
Here's Walker. Looking to end the run. Dunn brings it down.
And you can sense their frustration all the way from the booth. They feel the game slipping away.
Understandably so. They're on the wrong side of an impressive run. He's got a lot of firepower right now. Man, what a half he's having.
Pass to Diaz. Here's Walker, now guarded by Mills. Here's Bullock, launches it. That shot, no good. Outside, MP. And it's the Union Elite with the rebound. Just looking to get anything going offensively.
Honestly, it feels like there's a lid on the hoop right now.
Here's Bullock, and he banks in the layup.
High percentage hoop, pounding the rock inside.
MP with the look, And the high flyers tack on 2 more.
Terrific find. Everyone loves playing with someone who can move the ball like that.
Pass to Diaz. Here's Walker, now covered by MP. And Diaz pulls up on the elbow. MP grabs the miss. Now here's Brock, back to MP. And the dunk by MP.
He sure knows how to make an impression with his throwdowns.
It's not a matter of if he's going to get to the rim, it's a matter of what he will do when he gets there.
This time, showing some style with the one-hand slam.
Now here's Diaz. Pass to Bullock. The 3 is up. MP grabs the miss.
Didn't convert this time, but that's exactly the kind of look that they want.
And they'll take that shot each and every time you give it to them. More often than not, that's a made 3.
Makes it off the glass.
MP.
Now Diaz. Here's Bullock for 3. MP grabs the miss.
That's a break for the D. He's not the guy to leave open out there on the perimeter.
Yeah, that's a breakdown, plain and simple. But they got away with it.
Here's Kolish, covered by Brock. And the foul called on Brock.
Jason.
That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Substitution. Union Elite. Drew Robert. Brandon Harris. Jake Bird.
Pass to Diaz. Back to Bird. Now Diaz. Clock at 6. For 3, it's Mitchell. Hits the 3-pointer.
That's Mitchell putting the shooting in shooting guard, folks.
Here's MP. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot and will shoot 2.
Foul. Second team foul. At the line for the high.
The first one falls.
MP taking 2 shots.
That one falls, so he hits them both. And so Union Elite has it here. Mitchell outside. Pass to Diaz. Bird with 4 to shoot. For 3, it's Mitchell. And it's Brock with the rebound. MP inside.
2 points.
Bird defending.
MP.
And that one's good from MP.
It's like Mills has a sixth sense when he's got a teammate open, like when I see snacks on the pregame table.
And here's Robert. Back to Mitchell. Good D that time by Jason Brock.
Well, it wasn't a block officially, but it might as well have been. He really affected that shot.
Yeah, it was clearly his defense that threw off the shot there.
MP.
And this run was exactly what they needed to put the game away.
Yup. This is how to seal a win in style.
Now here's Mitchell. Pass to Diaz. Back to Mitchell. And he lobs it up. Diaz. And it's blocked. They get it back. From deep 3-point range. And the miss. So it's the High Flyers winning this one easily.
An impressive performance from the High Flyers in this one. You have to credit MP. He was an instrumental part of this win. You see the kind of potential that this kid has already.
Without question, Danny. And on the flip side for the Union Elite, a tough loss.
Well, Brandon Harris just...
Man, in that move I did like...
Yeah, good game out there, man.
Thanks.
People are talking.
Man, those guys were legit. I could see why Dion said they would have been a good fit for me.
Yeah, but I love how you didn't let up, even though you knew you made the All-Star team already.
Come on, I'm always 110.
Well, good. You're going to need to keep that same energy against the EYBL Select, because this is a huge opportunity to move up in the rankings for us. I can't stress that enough.
With all due respect, Mr. Kelly, I'm trying to be the MVP, so I know how important this game is.
If you could pull that off, that would be massive.
If. Come on, Austin Kelly. You gotta believe in me now.
Listen,
You're my
listen.
agent.
You're an incredible talent, MP. But you're going against an entire team of incredible talents, not the least of which is your matchup, Ice McCall.
Yeah, I know all about bro.
Well, then you know to take him seriously.
Look, definitely. Dude is a beast. But so am I.
I'm excited to see how you handle it.
I'm about to shock the world.